Yeah, how's it going? Today is 8th of January, Monday. We're entering a new week. What can be better than begin with taking a look at what kind of opportunities are available out there? I was taking a look at two different areas within Scotland and what kind of opportunities there is some financial incentives in entering those areas and perhaps setting up a company and starting and operating, right? Let's keep it going. Perhaps within Scotland, let's delve a little bit deeper and trying to understand perhaps there is additional support available and what that process can look like. Myself, I would need to read all this information either way, so I thought might as well share that with others. People who are interested in perhaps launching out or working together, that would be great. Setting up a company and doing great things, right? So within the city, let's take a look at Fife Investment Fund. Let's try to understand this opportunity a little bit better. Just to do a quick follow-up to my previous video, right, where I was taking a look at two different locations within Scotland that would be far north, right? Within those locations, there's councils, and those councils are interested in attracting more businesses, more opportunities within those areas, right? If myself or others would consider reasons of setting up a business there, well, I would personally believe the biggest problems might be population, right? So we were taking a look at them. It's about 22 point something thousand people, right? Within both of those areas, I was thinking I will perhaps touch on what kind of things or what type of businesses might be popular, right? Again, this is internet, it's not me, right? Since there's some karma perhaps attached to some of those activities, but perhaps worth mentioning. So, what kind of things you yourself might be interested in pursuing, right? First one was whiskey, perhaps it's known for. It's kind of great, I guess. Textiles, right? Oil, gas, renewable energy, salmon. So perhaps that would be a lot of opportunities there. Myself, there might be some incentives recently, something I have covered within the UK, right? Well, I don't know if there's incentives for production or improve fisheries. There might be some incentives for fisheries as well. Agriculture production, or perhaps there's some incentives according to new strategy from what I understood there, but would be perhaps another 10% incentives. But I don't know the area, right? So from there we can progress into short bread, iconic British sweet treat. Okay, I don't know. Perhaps it's great things, right? Tartan, traditional fabric patterns used in clothing. Golf equipment. Okay, okay. All right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of golf course, right? Life science, seafood, cheese, Scottish beef. Okay, potatoes, ginger beer, ceramics, computer games. Okay, astrospace, space industry, software development, and so there's some potentials there. IT, perhaps just because of the limited of location and remote work might be promising areas, but that's just some of those examples there. Okay, let's come back to this opportunity, and that would be something that program name would be called Fifi, right? And that would potentially give some additional financial incentives, right? So if depending on your budget, the first business would offer 1.5 thousand, another business would offer 4,000, up to 4,000 pounds, right? So that potentially be 30%, and additional 70% you could potentially source for setting up your company, right? Some of those activities I have mentioned again. Uh, don't hold me liable for anything. That's just an example, right? I haven't done anything within the area, with that area, of that particular area, but that's just what can potentially be an example of how to do it, right? So what I'm saying is there's another funds available, and we are offering different grants, I guess, for businesses, right? To tackle different problems, and within this grant they might limit what you can purchase that or business activities, right? And there's some bullet points that would be food, drink, agribusiness, so that's potential there. Perhaps I don't know about logistical issues of if anything would be manufactured or grown within Scotland, which potentially be great, right? Logistical problems of delivering and or selling to other regions. I don't know all the details, right? How expensive it can be. Well, from there we're progressing to electronics, IT, and software. Okay, engineering. Myself, I'm pursuing, as we speak, engineering within Scotland, so perhaps there might be some opportunities there. Financial services, tourism, creative industries, biotechnology, construction, environmental industries, town centers, currently aligned with the wider council strategy, right? So perhaps improving those and or shopping fronts, perhaps there's additional investments there, where you can potentially source finance something that if you're looking to improve within a particular area, right? And there might be some opportunities there, right? I thought might as well help generating some traction. So some of those opportunities, right? But be careful before signing any documents or entering any agreements, right? Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I have published a course. Within this course, I'm taking a look at fundamental areas that are really important for many people and tackling before tackling any problems in understanding. Within those 12 areas, just to name a few, that's really how to set targets, structure goals, as well as looking to share some information on the budget and how to start perhaps from your personal budget. Once you have it, understand it, and what to do with it, you can progress into managing a number of budgets. That would be very, very important area, in particular when we are taking a look at business and what would be important in understanding before entering business, right? And budget is something you have, or financial goals and or targets, so that will be very important areas. You can find, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, or if not, there's gonna be a QR code in the contact company's website below. I don't know energy prices within the area. There might be energy prices might be very expensive if it's the same as the rest of England. So what would be some of those obstacles there if we're taking a look at some of operational costs and if myself, if I would be looking to tackle some of those areas and we're taking a look at 10,000 might not be enough. It's a good starting point, but the 10,000 most likely not be enough. But every little, all the details would add up, right? So every little would matter and once I have thing going right, so a little bit, and then once you build that track record, and perhaps people don't really know you or your company and what you do, it might require to build some time and track record, and from there you can progress in tackling some of the bigger problems. If we're taking out the renewables and oil and gas, some of those sectors, we take a look at those sectors and we take a look at the perhaps 10,000 pounds available, it would be challenging, right? But perhaps it's a good starting point. Yeah, and entry prices within the area might be very, very expensive. So perhaps there's a pain point there that could be addressed, and perhaps finances might be there, and some incentives might be there, but not necessarily enough. Perhaps, right? That would be overall reaching out to a team and begin that dialogue, right? How to solve some of those problems and potentially work together in the more prosperity, I guess, the overall achieving something that these people are set for themselves, right? And there might be something I have mentioned yesterday, free ports. That would be perhaps best areas, right? Hopefully, there might be some incentives within those areas in setting up companies. So that would be more of the ports, right? So it might be a lot easier, I guess. You would yourself improve success rate, right, within those areas. But myself, I might as well touch on all the opportunities available for people out there who have never seen some of those opportunities, right? So perhaps would expanding horizon, right? The opportunities are up there, and they might come with different set of challenges, but opportunities are there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.